Hey, what's up, everyone? Just made a purchase today. It's something I've kind of had my eye on for a while. I thought I would just share a little bit of information with you. I've been buying Ryobi tools for quite a while, and I know some people love them, some people hate them. Not really the point of the video. That'll be a point of a future video. But because I have a lot of Ryobi power tools, I have a lot of Ryobi batteries. So I thought it would be a good idea to buy this little thing. This is a Ryobi Power Source 150 watt battery inverter. Like I said, if you're familiar with the Ryobi tools, you're probably pretty familiar with this. And what this basically does is you plug in one of your batteries, like this 4 amp hour battery. You just kind of pop it right on top here. Okay, just pop this right on top, just like that. And you end up having a source of power. So you have a regular run-of-the-mill USB and USB chargers, and you also have a 120 volt AC outlet. So pretty good for recharging phones, tablets, and if you have small items that you want to plug in. So it's pretty useful. One of the main reasons I got this for was, if it's a warm day, you can put a fan into it. I also have a couple of reptiles that have some small lights, and I was thinking maybe it could power that for a little while, if possible. Don't know about that, but pretty cool. So basically, the way you use it is you press the on button, and then when it goes to green, it's ready. And then you can plug something in. So I just picked this up a little while ago. I only tested the outlet on two things, which was a can opener, which says not for small appliances, but I tried it anyway. So the can opener worked no problem. And I also have maybe a 4-foot tall tower fan, and that also worked fine. Now, I don't know what the output is, or the input on the fan, so I don't know how long it will last, but it powered up just fine. I'm thinking maybe a couple of hours. This is a, like I said, 150 watt inverter, and this is a 4 amp hour battery. So, if you have the 6 or the 9 amp hour batteries, it'll be better. Personally, I would love to pick up a 9 amp hour battery, but I'm waiting for Christmas because it seems like the prices go pretty low around Christmas. One other thing that I absolutely love is press that, and you get a flashlight. Now, this is not a blindingly bright flashlight that will illuminate the whole world for you miles away, but it is a really good flashlight just to get around the house. And also, I just checked it out in a darkened room, and it lights the darkened room up pretty well. So if you do have a power outage, you could probably pop this on, and it didn't say how long it lasts for, but it looks like it would last probably quite a while, because like I said, it's not a crazy bright light, but it looks like it would definitely do the job. Now, I was going to open this on camera for you guys, but it comes in one of those plastic clamshell type packages, and like I said, this is just kind of like, thin plastic and a little wiggly and stuff, and just for the idea, so you can see just about how big it is. It's, let's see, a little over, teeny bit over 5 inches this way, about 3 inches high, and maybe about 2.5 or so inches. It's kind of the size of the 4 amp hour battery, to be honest with you. They're pretty close. So I was going to open it up for you guys, but it comes in one of those plastic clamshell packages, and so I pulled out my Boker XXL Kalashnikov, and I just ripped into that thing, and I didn't end up cutting myself on plastic shards, but I figured I'm kind of in a cramped area here. I would do that off camera. But I do have some stuff for you, just in case you want to see the package. If you do have Ryobi products, I mean, this is a pretty good thing to get. I bought it at Home Depot. It was $59, and I got 10% off because I had a coupon. So, as you can see here, 150 watt battery. They keep pushing the fact that it's to recharge USB stuff, like phone, tablet, computer. Also, like I said, fan and lights. I think it would be pretty good for that. Let's see here. And then on the back, it gives you a rough guide. Now, To be honest with you, I don't think this is all that impressive. If you have a 1.3 amp hour battery, it'll charge a cell phone 2.1 times. Now, I don't know how large a battery that is. Um, my cell phone, I believe, has about a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. Um, I know some of them are pushing or 4, maybe a teeny bit over that. So it might be less for one of those. And if you're one of those people with a flip phone, maybe you can get 10 or 15 charges. I don't know. But I think typically with the 1.3, I think 2 might even be a little optimistic. And then you can see the 2 amp hour battery 3.2, 4 amp hour 6.3, and the 14.2. Laptop, I think, a third of a charge, a half a charge, a full charge, and 2.3. I think it's really good if you're working on something and you pop it into this just to kind of finish what you're doing, and then you can power off. But it's not bad for that kind of thing. I actually think of this as a glorified power bank. I have a couple of 20,000 or 20,800 milliamp hour power banks, and they do about 7 phone charges on them. They're really, really good, the Anchor power banks. I think I've done videos on those. This is actually probably less effective than one of those power banks. I think substantially less effective than one of the power banks if its only purpose were to charge your phone or your laptop or your tablet. But I think that the value here is that outlet, because I can't plug my fan into my power bank, but I can plug it into this. I can't plug a lamp into the power bank, but I can plug it into this this inverter right here. So that's pretty valuable to me. The other thing I like is I have a power bank that has a built-in flashlight, and it's pretty decent, but this one's better. So I have another flashlight. I have another method of charging electronics. And the other thing is, while a 4 amp hour battery doesn't compete with the 20,000 milliamp hour power bank, there's also the fact that I think I have 7 of these batteries. So if I needed to pop a battery out in a bad power outage, I could just pop another one in if need be. Whereas the power bank, when it's empty until you can get to an outlet to charge it. So that's something to keep in mind. And then over here again, because there are people that stupid, don't use for the hairdryer, coffee pot, a refrigerator, a power drill, and an air compressor. I would like to meet the person who thinks that they could run a full-size refrigerator on this thing. I really would. And I guess that a lot of people maybe have complained because they couldn't get their massive refrigerator running. This is actually funny. And again, the phone, the tablet, the computer, the fan, the light, and the radio. All fantastic things to run, but not the hairdryer, the coffee maker, the refrigerator, the power tools, or the air compressor. Don't do it, people. So I read some of the paperwork. The only question I have for it, I'm kind of curious, I have to find out, is how long that flashlight will run for, because it really is excellent. It doesn't have like a crazy beam of light, but it's really excellent for ambient light. And to be honest with you, here's a little closer up look of it when it's off. I think it's extremely valuable for the ambient light. So for my half hour, 45 minutes of testing with this thing, absolutely love the light and how it is good ambient light. Love having the outlet for a fan, or if need be a radio or something like that, and that you can actually change out the power source, unlike a power bank. So I mean, if you're into prepping and being ready for power outage and things of that nature, definitely pick this up. As a matter of fact, I picked this up today because I bought a generator, and I figured, I'm going to pick one of these up too, because it's a little bit less of a draw on the generator, because the important things for me with the generator would be, of course, the well pump, running. I have an oil furnace, just kind of getting that to kick on, and the refrigerator. Those are my 3 big things. Everything else is just a bonus. But if I can make that gasoline last a little teeny tiny bit longer just by maybe plugging a lamp into this or charging the cell phones off of power banks or things like this, to me it's totally worth the $59. It's a great buy. I think it's a good value. Maybe one of these days I'll get the 40 volt, because if any of you guys have the yard tools, they run on 40 volts. They also have one of these that is a 300 watt inverter, and it runs on the larger 40-volt batteries. I don't have any 40-volt batteries right now. I'm thinking of maybe picking up the starter set that they have, which is I believe a 4 amp hour battery, a charger for the 40-volt, and the inverter was like $200, I think. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you're into the whole Ryobi universe of products, I would check it out. If you're not into the whole Ryobi universe of products and you're more of a Milwaukee or a DeWalt person, check out to see if they have these inverters, because it would be good to kind of add to your power tool stuff. Just to have. I'd rather have this than not have it. Another thing is, you're going on a long trip, toss a battery and the inverter in the car. It doesn't really take up much weight. It's actually extremely light. All the weight's in the battery. All right. Well, I hope you found this useful, everyone, and have a good one. Talk to you later.